That's what men need. We've been pushed to the side. We no longer have a conquest. That's the nature of man. What can I go out and Gentlemen, what's going on? It's a good day to be a man, to be proud to be who you are. I've got a question. When's the last time you heard in public, or even private for that matter, a man proclaim that, you know what, it's damn good to be a man. I love the characteristics that make me man. Hell, that's politically incorrect to even think about, much less state. Yet we live in a world today where trans and left and the woke and non-binary and this group, that group, feminist group can blatantly proclaim who they are, what they stand for, while spitting on men and all their injustices and their evils, their malevolence. We live in a world today that have pushed men to the side. We live in a world today that has got so soft, so comfortable that masculinity is an option, not a necessity. Think about that. The very character of what makes man man from antiquity, that's no longer a necessity. It's an option to be strong, to be virile, to be assertive, to be leader, to be dominant, to take on that role of man. It's no longer a requirement. It's just an option. We often push aside those characteristics, the nature that what makes us be man. We push that to the side in favor of a more emasculated, feminine culture. And then we wonder why men are lost. We wonder why they suppress those natural instincts to be aggressive, to be assertive, to be dominant. They suppress those, and in exchange, they replace those with porn or adolescent ignorance or a rejection of the world. The world doesn't want me. Why should I want the world? It can be confusing times to begin to navigate what it means to be man, because the very nature of man is to be that assertive, dominant, masculine, virile man. But who needs that any longer? We've replaced that with this agenda that it's wrong to be man. Look at the atrocities of past men and what they've done. But we fail to recognize what all great things that men have brought to the table too. On the backbone of being strong, being masculine, being that energetic man that goes out and conquers. So as men, if we want to recourse this ignorance, if we want to recourse this idleness of not knowing where we fit in, it's time that we plant a fixed goal. That's what men need. We've been pushed to the side. We no longer have a conquest. That's the nature of man. What can I go out and conquer? What can I explore so that I can expand my power? I'm not stuck in this gaming chair 24 hours a day, boring myself to stagnation, a sedentary life. We don't want that. That's not the role of man. We wonder why our role's been diminished, because we've allowed it to be diminished by replacing that drive, that ambition to go kick ass on a daily basis, and we've just settled for staying in a dark room 24 hours a day. That's not the nature of who we are. That's not what we're called to be. Every man needs a damn conquest. We need to plant that goal in front of us and say, that's my aim, that's where I'm going, that's my drive, that's my ambition, that's my motivation. I'm going to discipline myself into directing myself towards that goal. Not going to let anything stop me. I'm going to not let political correct feminist, political correct wokeness deter me from exerting myself, my energy, my power, my life towards the direction that I want to go and be the hell, or be who the hell I want to be. Man, embodying the very characteristics that make man man, that have helped create the very foundations of this great society in which now everyone has the freedom to blame men for all the injustices. Bullshit. You're a man. It's time to have a goal. A fixed goal. You're not turning to the left or the right. You're not distracted from that goal. This is your goal. We have a limited amount of time on this earth. I'm not going to be distracted by some political correct bullshit. I'm not going to be distracted by you telling me it's not my place to be man. Who the hell are you? I am a man. It's time to be proud of who I am, to be proud of the very characteristics that establish great societies, to be proud of the virility, to be proud of the strength, to be proud of that ability to be dominant when needed, to be proud of having that aggression spirit that is healthy when needed, that is applauded when needed. People applaud it in the military force. Feminists would even applaud an aggressive man when he shows up to protect her from the enemy that comes to slap her weak wokeness ideas out of her head. Strong men are needed. Strong men have strong conquest before them that strengthen them, that progress them, that allow them to know what they're made of. We need men testing their abilities. You never test your abilities by staying in that gaming chair 24 hours. You never test your abilities by digesting the same content. You never test your abilities by staying in the safety and confines of what you know. We are men. We need bigger and better goals so that we raise the bar. You're tired of substandard living? Then you need to check your goals. Do you have bigger goals? Do you even know what your goals are? Are they vague or are they specific? And I think that's where many men get lost. Yeah, I have goals. I want to be rich. I want to be healthy. I want this and that, but they're not specific. Plant that flag, that damn flag of hope, that flag of direction, that flag of masculinity. Say to yourself that being a man is not an option. It's a necessity. Being masculine is not an option. It's a necessity. It's your nature. It's part of who you are. I'm tired of people being taught, men being taught to suppress that nature, that it's toxic, that it's not healthy. Bullshit. We need strong men so that we can recourse the weakness, that the weak road that society's traveling on right now. Just lost, no direction, no leadership. We need strong men with strong, big, badass goals that are aiming at those to show the rest of the world that we're not going to allow weakness. We're not going to surrender to weakness. We're going to be proud to be men. We are going to exhibit that. We are going to proclaim that. We are men. We are strong. We are here to live out our very nature. Call it God, biology, evolution, Big Bang, whatever you want to call it. We were created to be strong leaders that assert that position in this thing called life. Hate it or love it, that's what you're here for. I love you guys. I respect you guys. Find a goal. Plant that flag on new territory and say, this is mine. I'm proud to be a man that came to conquer life.